Dear students, in the last class, under the chapter tissue, we have studied the meaning of tissue and the different types of plant tissues, and their structure and function, the role they play in the plant body was discussed. In the today class, we are going to study the tissues that are present in the animal body. Generally, animal body is made up of four different types of tissues, or in other words, there are four different types of tissue you can see in case of animal. The four different types of tissues are epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, connective tissue, and nervous tissue. So these are the four different types of tissues. They can be seen in the body of animals. Let us now study these tissues one by one. Epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissues is present in the skin, outer skin and inner skin of the animal body is covered by epithelial tissue. So epithelial tissue, again, it can be grouped into four different types depending on the structure of the cells. Epithelial tissue ಸ್ಕಿನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅದರ ಶೇಪನ್ನು ಆಧರಿಸಿ, ಅದರ ರಚನೆಯನ್ನು ಆಧರಿಸಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಪಿಥೀಲಿಯಲ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂನ ನಾವು ಫೋರ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Those four types are squamous epithelial tissue. Squamous epithelial tissue means here the cells are plate-like. Then columnar epithelial tissue, the cells are column-like. Then cuboid epithelial tissue, the cells are cube-like. And glandular epithelial, it is the cells that are present in the glands of the body, different glands of the body. Squamous epithelial, it is flat in structure. Columnar epithelium, column-like. Cuboid epithelial, that is cube-like. And glandular epithelium, the cells which are present in the glands which secrete some secretions. So this is about the epithelial tissue. We will going to study all these things in detail next time. Next, muscular tissue. There are four different types of tissues. Muscular tissue, in the beginning of the lesson I have explained that muscular tissue responsible for the movement of the animal body. So this is the tissue. The cells of this tissue have the ability to contract and relax. By the contraction and relaxation of the cells that are present in the muscular tissue, make the body part move. So this tissue is used for the motion purpose. But the cells, based on the structure and function, muscular tissue can be again grouped into striated, non-striated, and cardiac muscle. Striated, the name itself indicates that the muscular tissue which have striation, strips, ಪಟ್ಟಿಗಳಿದ್ದರೆ ಆ ಪಟ್ಟಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಮಸ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ರಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಪಟ್ಟಿ ಸಹಿತ ಸ್ನಾಯು ಅಂಗಾಂಶ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ನಾನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಯೇಟೆಡ್, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪಟ್ಟಿ ರಹಿತವಾದಂತಹ ಮಸ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಡಿಯಾಕ್, ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ರೆಫರ್ಸ್ ಟು ಹಾರ್ಟ್, ಕಾರ್ಡಿಯಾಕ್ ಮಸಲ್ tissue, that is the muscular tissue present in the heart. So this is about the muscular tissue in brief. Next we are going to study connective tissue. The connective tissue, the name itself indicates that the tissue that connect various parts of the body. So there is no definite place for the presence of connective tissue because it is present in between any organs of the body, which connects almost all the parts of the body. So the different parts of the body are connected by connective tissue. So example for connective tissue: blood, bone, ligaments and tendons, cartilage and areolar tissue and adipose tissue. These are some examples for connective tissue. We are going to study them in detail in the next slide. The last tissue, animal tissue we are going to study is nerve tissue. The tissue present in the nerves, spinal cord and brain. Spinal cord, brain and nerves are made up of nervous tissue. The cells, the single cell that is present in this tissue called nerve cell. The structure and function of nerve cell we are going to study in the next slide. Now the things which we have studied in this slide can be written in the form of a flow chart. The flow chart is like this. Animal tissue consists of 4 different types of tissue, that is epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, connective tissue and nervous tissue. Epithelial tissue is further divided into 4 different types as we have studied so far: squamous epithelial, columnar epithelial, cuboid epithelial and glandular epithelial. So these are the 4 different types of epithelial tissues. Then muscular tissue can be grouped into 3 types: striated muscular tissue, unstriated muscular tissue and cardiac muscle. Then connective tissue can be grouped into liquid connective tissue and dense connective tissue. That can be the broad classification of connective tissue. For liquid connective tissue, example is blood. For dense connective tissue, bone can be added, and ligament, tendons, cartilage, areolar and adipose are the other types of connective tissue. We are going to study them in the next slide. Now let us study the epithelial tissue in detail. As I told you earlier, epithelial tissue is a tissue that covers or protects the body of animals. ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳ ದೇಹವನ್ನು ಸುತ್ತುವರಿದಂತಹ ಅಂಗಾಂಶವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎಪಿಥೀಲಿಯಲ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ದ ಔಟರ್ ಕವರಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಕಿನ್. ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಹದ ಹೊರಭಾಗದ ಚರ್ಮ ಈ ಎಪಿಥೀಲಿಯಲ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂನಿಂದ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಔಟರ್ ಕವರಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿ ಅಂಗದ ಹೊರಭಾಗವನ್ನು ಎಪಿಥೀಲಿಯಲ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನರ್ ಲೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ like blood vessels, lungs, esophagus, they are also covered by epithelial tissue. So epithelial tissue covers both external and internal layer of the organs. So it protects the body and control the movement of the materials between the body and the surrounding and between the parts of the body. So epithelial tissue, it protects the body as in the case of skin. ಚರ್ಮವು ಹೇಗೆ ದೇಹವನ್ನು ರಕ್ಷಿಸ್ತದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಎಪಿಥೀಲಿಯಲ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ದ ಇನ್ನರ್ ಲೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ವೆಸಲ್ಸ್, ಲಂಗ್ಸ್, ಈಸೋಫೇಗಸ್, that is also made up of epithelial tissue. So here exchange of material takes place. In blood vessels, food, gases, nutrition, all the important materials are passed through the blood vessels, and waste material from the body get into the blood through blood wall of the blood vessels. But that wall of the blood vessels is made up of epithelial tissue. Similarly, you have the lungs and In case of lungs, exchange of gases takes place in the lungs, but that lung is made up of the epithelial tissue. The external and internal layer or skin of the lung is made up of epithelial tissue. Likewise, we can say the exchange of material or material can pass through the epithelial tissue. So, exchange of material takes place in the body through epithelial tissue. The cells of epithelial tissue are closely arranged. That means there is no gap in between. So, they are arranged in such a way that there is no air spaces. And they have fibrous basement membrane. That means they have some fibrous like structure that gives support to the tissue. Now let us study the squamous epithelial tissue. Squamous epithelial tissue, the name indicates that the epithelial tissue, squamous epithelial tissue is made up of thin cells. It is plate-like epithelial, it is plate-like tissue. It consists of a layer of thin flat cells. So the picture we can see now, wait. See, here you can see the squamous epithelial tissue. The cell is very thin, and they are closely packed. See the structure of the cell is flat plate-like. Okay, so that is squamous epithelial tissue. The epithelial tissue cells, if the cells of the epithelial tissue are flat plate-like, then the epithelial tissue is called squamous epithelial tissue. It is present in the lining of the blood vessels. Here it is very important, the cells of the epithelial tissue should be, the wall of the cell should be very thin, then only exchange of material takes place in the blood vessels. And it is also present in the lung, mouth, esophagus, etc. So the skin of these organs are made up of squamous epithelial tissue. So if the squamous epithelial tissue consists of many layers, ಕೇವಲ ಒಂದು ಲೇಯರ್ ಇರೋ ಬದಲಿಗೆ 2-3 ಲೇಯರ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಮೋಸ್ ಎಪಿಥೀಲಿಯಲ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಿಫೈಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಮೋಸ್ ಎಪಿಥೀಲಿಯಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸ್ತರ ಅನುಲೇಪಕ ಅಂಗಾಂಶ ಅಂತ, ಸ್ತರ ಅಂದರೆ ಪದರಗಳು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಿಫೈಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಮೋಸ್ ಎಪಿಥೀಲಿಯಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಮೋಸ್ ಎಪಿಥೀಲಿಯಲ್ where the cells are arranged in many layers. Then comes columnar epithelial. The name itself indicates that the cells of epithelial tissue, if they are column-like, ಉದ್ದುದ್ದ ಕಂಬದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೆ, ಸ್ತಂಭದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ತಂಭ ಅನುಲೇಪಕ ಅಂಗಾಂಶ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟಾಲ್ ಪಿಲ್ಲರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. ಉದ್ದುದ್ದ ಕಂಬದ ರೀತಿಯ ಜೀವಕೋಶ ಇದ್ದರೆ, you can see the picture here, columnar epithelial tissue. See here, this is the picture, shows here the cells are pillar like or column like, long cells, elongated cells are present. So such epithelial tissue are called columnar epithelial tissue. Then columnar epithelial tissue is present in the wall of the intestine. The columnar epithelial tissue is in the respiratory tract, has the hair. If the same columnar epithelial tissue has hair-like structure, then it is called ciliated columnar epithelial tissue. If the columnar epithelial tissue cells have cilia, it helps in the movement of the material, because this cilia flaps and helps for the movement of the material. So if columnar epithelial tissue consists of cilia, then it is called ciliated columnar epithelium. Then comes cuboid epithelial tissue. Here also the name itself indicates that the cells of the epithelial tissue are cube-like. ಅದು ಘನಾಕೃತಿಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೆ ಘನಾಕೃತಿಯ ಅನುಲೇಪಕ ಅಂಗಾಂಶ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಸೆಲ್ಸು ಇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ದ ಲೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಿಡ್ನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇದು ಕಂಡುಬರುತ್ತದೆ. ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೆಲಿವರಿ ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಲಾಲಾರಸ ಗ್ರಂಥಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತಹ ಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಸಣ್ಣ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ಗಳಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಕ್ಯೂಬಾಯ್ಡ್ ಎಪಿಥೀಲಿಯಲ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಬರ್ತದೆ. ದೇ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಇನ್ ಮೆಕಾನಿಕಲ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಆಧಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಆಧಾರವನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವಂತಹ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ದೆನ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಯುಲಾರ್ ಎಪಿಥೀಲಿಯಲ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ. ಯು ನೋ ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ಸ್, ದೇ ಸೆಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಸಮ್ juice. The cells that are present in the glandular epithelium are responsible for the secretion of the substances. So some epithelial tissue folds inward and form a multicellular glands ಅಂದರೆ ಗ್ರಂಥಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. They secrete some substances. So this tissue is called glandular epithelial tissue. So in this picture you can see striated ciliated epithelial tissue. So striation can be seen. See, this is the stratified epithelial squamous epithelial cell. Here cells are arranged in many layers. Then this is I told you already, this is simple squamous, this is columnar epithelium. Here comes stratified columnar epithelium. This is simple columnar. So if the cells are arranged in one above the other, then that is called stratified columnar epithelial tissue. Then this is the cuboid epithelial. See, the cells are cube-like structures. Okay, so these pictures give you some idea about how the epithelial tissue are present in the animal body. Then we are going to study the next tissue, that is main tissue which is responsible for the movement of the body of animals. So this is called muscular tissue. See, this picture gives you clear idea. See, this type of muscular tissue present in the heart. So it is called cardiac muscular cell. See, this is skeletal muscle. It consists of some bar-like structure. See, this is called striation. So it's otherwise called striated muscular tissue. See, this cell, it is a simple muscular cell. It has two tapering ends and it is broader in the middle. So such a spindle shaped cell which does not contain any striation. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪಟ್ಟೆಗಳು ಕಂಡಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಟ್ಟೆಗಳು ಕಾಣೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಪಟ್ಟೆ ರಹಿತ. ಫಸ್ಟು ಇವೆರಡು ಇದಾವಲ್ಲ, ಇವು ಪಟ್ಟೆ ಸಹಿತ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಪಟ್ಟೆ ಸಹಿತ unstratified muscular tissue. Unstriated muscular tissue. See, these two are striated. They have bar-like structures, okay, band-like structures. So here there is another tissue which connect two bones. The tissue which connect two bones are called ligaments. This is ligament, and ligament is a muscle, and it is connected to the bone. Muscles and bone are connected by ligament. That is called tendons. So bone and one bone is connected to another bone by ligament. Muscles connected to bone with tendons. So that we are going to study here. Muscle tissue. See, connective tissue that helps in the movement of the body. The main function of muscular tissue is the movement of the body. It consists of elongated cells. The elongated cells are called muscle fiber. I told you, the spindle shaped muscle fiber you have seen. It contains protein called called contractile protein. The name itself indicates this protein helps in the contraction of the muscles. So contraction and relaxation of the muscle is depending on the protein that is present in the muscular tissue. The protein is called contractile protein. Muscles which can move under some muscles, they work under our will. So they are called voluntary muscles. ನಮ್ಮ ಇಚ್ಛೆಗೆ ಒಳಪಟ್ಟಂತಹ ಕೆಲವು ಮಸಲ್ಗಳು, ನಾವು ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ ಕಾಲು ಮತ್ತು ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಮಸಲ್ಸು ನಮ್ಮ ಇಚ್ಛೆಗೆ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ ಅವುಗಳ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ ನಡೀತದೆ. ಸಚ್ ಮಸಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಲಂಟರಿ ಮಸಲ್ಸ್. ಮಸಲ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಒಬೇ ಅವರ್ ವಿಲ್, they are called involuntary muscle. For example, the muscles present in the intestine, muscles present in the stomach, you cannot control, you cannot order them to stop working. ನೀವು ಆಜ್ಞೆ ಮಾಡಿದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವುಗಳು ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಸಲ್ಸ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ವ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ರಿ, ದೇ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಒಬೇ ಅವರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇನ್ವ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So next, as I told you earlier with the help of picture, striated muscles, they have striation. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪಟ್ಟೆಗಳಿರ್ತವೆ. These are voluntary muscles. ಪಟ್ಟೆ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು ವಾಲಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಸಲ್ಸ್. ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಯೇಷನ್, ಪಟ್ಟಿಗಳಿರ್ತದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ. ತಿಳಿಯಾದ ಮತ್ತು ಗಾಢವಾದ ಬಣ್ಣವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಯೇಷನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಪಟ್ಟಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ದ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಲಾಂಗ್, ಸಿಲಿಂಡ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೇಟೆಡ್. ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮಲ್ಟಿನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಕೆಲಿಟಲ್ ಮಸಲ್, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಅದು ಸ್ಕೆಲಿಟನ್ನಿಗೆ ಅಂಟಿಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತದೆ. ಸ್ಕೆಲಿಟನ್ನಿಗೆ ಅಂಟಿಕೊಂಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಕೆಲಿಟಲ್ ಮಸಲ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಟು ದ ಬೋನ್ಸ್. ದೇ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಲಂಟ್ರಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಇವು ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಇಚ್ಛೆಯ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಲಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಸಲ್ಸ್. Unstriated muscle, that I told you, there is only one muscle, this is called unstriated muscle. Unstriated muscles, they are involuntary muscles, they do not obey our order. The cells are long and spindle shaped. ಅದು ಉದ್ದ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ಪಿಂಡಲ್ ಶೇಪ್, ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಗಲ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ತುದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಚೂಪ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಯೂನಿನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೇಟೆಡ್, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಕಂಟೈನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಕೆನಾಲ್, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟಿವ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಿರ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ವೆಸಲ್ಸ್, ಬ್ರಾಂಕೈ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲಂಗ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಮಸಲ್ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಚಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿರ್ತದೆ. ಐರಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಐ, ಕಣ್ಣಿನ ಐರಿಸ್ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಿರ್ತದೆ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲಂಟ್ರಿ ಇನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಒಬೇ ದ ಆರ್ಡರ್. ದೆನ್ ಕಾರ್ಡಿಯಾಕ್ ಮಸಲ್, ದೆನ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಡಿಯಾಕ್ ಮಸಲ್. ಕಾರ್ಡಿಯಾಕ್ ಮಸಲ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ the muscles that are present in the heart. So they are otherwise called heart muscles. They are also involuntary. They are striated, that means they have what is called they have bar like structure, stripes they have, ಪಟ್ಟೆಗಳು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ದ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಲಾಂಗ್, ಉದ್ದ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸಿಲಿಂಡ್ರಿಕಲ್, ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ ಸಿಲಿಂಡ್ರಿಕಲ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ಡ್, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ you can see here. See, this is one strand of muscle, this is another strand, but these two strands are interlinked here. But it is not, but in the skeletal muscle, see here, this is one muscle cell, this is another muscle cell. They are not interconnected. ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಇಂಟರ್ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಡಿಯಾಕ್ ಮಸಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ they are interconnected. So they are branched and multinucleated. They are present in the heart and helps in the contraction and expansion of the heart. So we have studied two types of animal tissue, that is epithelial tissue and muscular tissue. We have two more tissue, that is connective tissue and nerve tissue. Let us discuss it in the next period.